I'm going to close out all this best of videos with the best in beauty, the top picks that I purchased or were given to me in 2022. I have all my categories out. I think I have some of the best stuff I have used in a long time, and I'm super excited to share them with you. So let's first start off with primer. Okay, I got my little notes right here. Only one for top pick, E.L.F. Power Grip Primer. Okay, so I've talked about this one in detail. This is, you know, like I said in the last video, E.L.F. is duping all the high-end luxury stuff now. So this is a good comparison to Milk Makeup's primer grip as well, the Hydro Primer one. And the main difference I can say is this one is a little bit stickier. Okay, it's got a little bit tackiness to it, a little sticky. So if you don't like that feeling, I don't mind it on my face. Okay, I don't mind it at all. Nothing wrong with a little sticky, a little tacky. It's like little suction cups, I feel, after I finish doing my brows. Like they're just like, okay, what are you going to put on top of me? And then it just grabs a hold of it. And the longevity of the makeup, the longevity of whatever I'm putting on top of this lasts all day. Then when you start adding your setting spray and all that, you know, good luck anything trying to seep through. This is absolutely incredible. I did pick up, I like to say, the little sister to it. It's not a twin. The new one, the new Power Grip, this is the one that has a skincare. So niacinamide, I want to say it's got hyaluronic acid, I don't recall. These are fraternal twins, okay? Fraternal. But I have a little basket here of my new stuff as we're going into the new year. So you don't have to wait. You're going to wait to hear about that. I've already used it a couple times. For foundation, this is the first time I feel that I have several picks. I can't separate them. I went also by skin tints. That's what I was using, I would say, the most. And then the regular liquid foundation. Neutrogena and the L'Oreal True Match Nude. I can't separate these two. I also mix them as well. So the Neutrogena, I've said this before, this was a complete and utter surprise because I'm not checking for Neutrogena as far as makeup is concerned. Their complexion colors are just all over the place, and it's like, you know, I'm not going to bother. But this was just by fluke. I'm so happy I picked it up. Perfect shade. I wear deep 1. It is thinner in texture, more runnier, and it just, the finish on the skin is just beautiful. This one for L'Oreal is good when I want to up the coverage. I'll put a couple of drops in there. On its own, it works too, but I just noticed that I tend to mix this in when I want to just have just a little bit of extra coverage in certain areas, so I really don't have to spot conceal. So it's perfect for that. Now, liquid foundation, again, we're sticking with the twins now. I can't separate these two. Okay, so I have my Shiseido Skin Self Refreshing Foundation, and then the Kosas, what's the full term? Revealer Skin Improving Foundation. Both of the shades are perfect for my skin tone, perfect for my undertone as well. Shiseido was on my list for a while to pick up. I was just waiting for it to forever go on sale, and then it finally did. Both of these offer that skin-like finish. They look just, they lay perfectly. I can even build up with it, and it's not like getting cakey and separating, you know, all those imperfections. I'm just like, it's got to check everything off in my eyes. So they both offer that. I think the biggest difference that I can say about it, and I don't know why it's like that, this is why I can't separate them. Kosas, for some reason, whenever I wear this out in real life, out and about, I get complimented on it, okay? Every time I wear it in a video, somebody leaves a comment, okay? I wear this one and nobody's checking for me. Nobody's saying a word. I love how it looks on my skin, but this one, for some reason, gets the notice. So either it just photographs well, it looks really good out in the natural light, you know, in real life, but I also mix them too. And today I have it actually on mixed. It's just, I can't separate these two. So in my eyes, this is perfection. Concealer is next. And I have my two concealers that I rotate between. I just, I change my makeup every time I do my face. So it's like one day Revlon Pink Corrector Concealer. The other time it's the Dior Backstage. This is another one that was recommended to me from a friend. Was not looking, for this at all. But it's a pink tone. The 5-in-1 concealer. I don't have a regular skin tone one, to use, but the concealer corrector shade in pink, that's another thing. Just this, it was the year of the pink for me. Got no more golden powders, no more yellow. In the declutter bags, pink looks the most natural, flattering on my skin tone and really brightens my face. With Dior Backstage Concealer, I wanted to try this concealer out first of all, but the shades that were for, my skin tone to actually naturally brighten it, even when I kind of was playing around with the Revlon Pink, it just wasn't giving me the look I was after. So then I just saw this tone, which has that pink undertone to it. It's, I think, number 4. Yeah, 4C. I was like, oh, I gotta try that one. And sure enough, on its own, this is perfect. So I tend to reach for this. I mean, I mix it in with other concealers, but I tend to use this when I'm in a hurry. I ain't got time to be mixing the pink with something else. One and done. This gives me the concealer coverage, plus it gives me that brightening look that I'm after because it's the pink tone. Absolute top picks. My concealer choice is one that when I picked it, I said, I don't even think I really talked about this concealer much in 2022. I just was using it and using it. Just didn't really talk about it much. And it goes to Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. This concealer I wear, shade 8.75, is one that does not crease. It's one of the rare concealers, just like Kosas concealer, that does not crease on me. I don't get very many creases to begin with. It lays beautiful on the skin. It offers coverage that is buildable, so if I wanted a sheerer look, I can do that. I can mix it in with the Revlon Pink, and it's just, it's perfection. And it just works well with every loose or pressed powder that I set it with. Sometimes I don't even set it at all, and it still looks nice and fresh on the skin. We're gonna move on to powder. This one specifically I reserved for underneath my eyes and just the T-zone area, this natural brightness. Another product that it's TikTok. It's just, for some reason, everybody was reaching for Cupcake. It kept showing me Cupcake. I was like, Cupcake? I don't even remember seeing that one. It's not a strong pink, but it's a tone that, again, looks flattering on my skin tone, on my undertone. And when I compare it, like if I put Cupcake on one side of my face, I forgot what I put underneath on the other side, but I can clearly see a difference in a natural brightness. We're talking like the nasty bathroom lights. I'm just thinking of like, what else is unflattering lights? In the car, just that, especially the ones that have a yellow type undertone. Cupcake is where it's at. For contour, I wasn't actively seeking out anything new. I'm happy with what I'm currently using now, trying to use it up. But this powder from NARS, when I saw this, it's the light reflecting powder in the shade Sable. I just chose the deepest shade. This color, again, for my undertone and my skin tone, it is just the most beautiful shade. It is something that just goes on light, and then you can build it up as far as the intensity. And it's the powder and the texture itself, how it just lays on the skin. It is, even though it has the word light reflect in it, there's no glitter, there's no shimmer. It is just, it's realistic. It hugs the curves, and it's perfect for me. It just happens to be a darker tone. So if you come across that, powders or creams, you want to use that for your contour, there's nothing wrong with that. Pressed powder, I only have two, is NARS, the light reflecting powder. Now this is just like the, the little sample size that you get from Sephora. It's in the shade Translucent Crystal. Again, this is another powder that is geared towards this shade for, allegedly, for light skin, but it just disappears on me. And again, it's the performance on the skin. You don't see any shimmer. You don't see any glitter. I mean, people have said they try to, get a swatch and it just disappears, or it doesn't look like it's being picked up on the brush. Oh, believe me, it is. And I mean, you would put, let's say, to set your concealer, 0 creases, 0 cakiness, separation, nothing. You can put it even all over your face. I've done that too. But it's just beyond perfection. So until I finish this, then I'll buy a full size top pick. My last pressed powder pick is from Dior. This is a product, the Backstage Pressed Powder. If you haven't seen this out, it's because all this is being reformulated. Dior is going clean. So I think they already took the powder off the shelves. But otherwise, if you see it on sale and you don't care that, it's not clean, go ahead and pick it up. I have the shade number 6 in Neutral. This is the one that, again, flatters my skin tone and my undertone. I think I tried 7 and I tried 8, and I just kept going back to this one. The versatility of this powder, another one that is just so, how it looks on my skin is just, it blends to perfection. It's very easy to move and apply it. I can use it as a bronzer. If I use a denser brush, it really will show up very realistic on me. I can use more of a fluffier brush to use if I want to just set it all over my skin. I've used it very lightly, like underneath my eyes. Again, when I'm in a hurry, I use this as eyeshadow. It's very versatile and I absolutely love it. For loose powder, here we go. I have another twin set here. I cannot separate the two. They offer just amazing benefits. So again, NARS Light Reflection. You're getting the same benefits as the press, but just in the loose format. I have, again, the Translucent Crystal, so it just disappears into my skin. No white cast, no flashback. And then the Rare Beauty, the one that I talk about again and again and again. So I have the light shade. So the light has that pink tone to it. It works great on me. And my skin tone disappears, even though it's geared for fair skin. And I tried the medium, but when I compare the two, I put both of them on side by side. The light is the one that looked the most flattering on me, which I'm not surprised, again, it has that pink tone. Now, adding the curves more, we're going to add some more radiance, some more color to the skin, and we're going to move on to the bronzing. So, NARS again. Again, go pick a different color. So if you find a formula in a powder that you like I love the light reflecting, if I can find a shade, another color, this is Sunstone. Sunstone, this works good for me as a bronzer. Again, I can manipulate the intensity and the depth of the bronzed look on me depending on the brush that I use. I also can use this for eyeshadow too. Looks like it's going to have some sheen to it, like this heaviness on the skin. No. So again, Sable for contour and Sandstone for that bronzed look on me, and just looks beautiful. And then this one just came out randomly. I felt, what? I can't believe how good this looks on my skin. The bronzer from House Labs. Now, here we go. Look how dark that one is, too. I tried several colors. This is in the shade Deep Level 10. Another formula and powder that just becomes one with the skin. I could not put this down. This tone is so flattering. I have one cream. I can't even believe I'm holding this up. Charlotte Tilbury. I wanted absolutely nothing to do with this gigantic pan here. The Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer. I wear the shade Tan, which is number 3. Looking at them all, they all looked the same. They all looked very dark to me. I'm not interested in something that's going into the contour territory. The way this cream moves and comes in contact with the skin, very easy to blend out, and it's just so incredibly flattering on the skin. I just love it to death. So it won. I can't believe it, but it did. Moving on to blush. This is another category where I split it out by cream and powder, because I noticed that, you know, cream 2022, that was another trend. Just cream was just exploding in all of the makeup categories. So that's what I want to start with first, is my cream top picks. First is another one I don't feel I talked enough about, but it's the M.A.C So Soft blush sticks. This one is in the shade Passion, and this tone here, not only we're talking major pigment, okay? Major pigment. I need to actually go and I want to grab like a pinker tone, because this is the only one I have. It's called Flame, and this one looks more of an orange tone. It's what I have on. But I do mix this with other blushes in my my collection. Again, it's the texture with M.A.C and just how they perform. This is so incredibly soft and creamy. You cannot feel it off the skin at all. And I mean, it just moves and goes and blends without any type of like patchiness, separation on the skin. Just like the bronzer sticks, the So Soft blushes, they're perfection. And I highly recommend this over the little liquid serum, whatever those are. And then Merit won. It's like the twins again. I cannot separate them. I cannot put these down. I use these in double ways. Okay, so I can wear the deepest shade, which is the plum, by itself. I can use it, of course, you know, with other tones. But these two, the next two, which is Terracotta and Cheeky, these really do lay as that, like, I like to say, like the blush primer, like how you would prime your eyes and then put pigment on and boom, you know, you can see it. Those blushes that I have that are light, that, you know, just putting them on my own skin tone, they really are very subtle, and I want like some punch, I put these on first. And then once the powder or even another cream color comes in contact with this tone, long as they share the same type of like a color family, like a nude blush, that, you know, isn't going to show that much on me, but put this on first and boom, you can see the tone. Powder blush. I'm sorry to say it like this. I'm surprised. I'm holding up Revlon, right? I never thought Revlon, when I'm thinking of best of, are you kidding me? Since when have I seen them update their blushes? I was shocked that it won. But this is another recommendation from my friend, and she said that just the regular Revlon powder blushes, she's like, these are so pigmented. And of course I hit back with, no, I know Revlon blush ain't no, you gotta try it. And she's right. So I grabbed Very Berry and Tickled Pink. And with my skin tone, put the brush in here, I do have to not only like kind of tap it off, kind of have to rub it off, because going right into the skin, this is serious pigment. No idea. Had no idea. Even this one mixes with so many pretty tones. Other ones give this color a try. I know it looks shocking, but I was shocked. So shocked that I got this type of performance. And it's powders that last, I mean, the tone lasts all day long. That was another thing. So not only am I getting major pigment, easy to blend out, lasts all day, it just kept beating every other blush that was coming in, especially from the drugstore. It was working perfect on me, so highly recommend. Now, this last one, I'm throwing it in the blush category because that's the title of it, but I use it in all different types of ways. So M.A.C, again, okay? This has to be the one product It is the product of 22 that I have touched the most every day. This is my favorite product of all time. I cannot be without this. If she does something, Michelle does something with this, if she discontinues it, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have a room full of the Heaven's Glow blush. Rococo as backup. This color, I'm telling you, don't look like anything like it would even work on me. It does. You are the dew witch, the glow, the radiance type person. This is your type of blush, highlighter. Put it on your eyes. I will put it sometimes all over my face, and I'm telling you, it is not like, are you kidding me? Glitter? No, it's, I don't know how they did this formula. There is no glitter. There is no shimmer. Yet it gives off a glow that is absolutely incredible. I have no idea. You know, you get it and it's a dome, you know, a little dome shape. Look at already how it's going flat. So I'm getting a little worried. Is it going to go away? Actually, let me do it like this. Oh, is something going to happen? I don't know. Because I'm getting a little scared. I mean, I'm going to reach out to the brands like, you have no interest, right? If ever discontinuing this? Because if so, we might have to look crap. Because it is beyond perfection. Now we're going into all the radiance, all the glow. Highlighters. Highlighters is next. Another category where cream and liquid dominate. Liquid goes to Rare Beauty, Positive Light. Okay, so I have a little small deluxe one, which I keep right here because I reach for it constantly. This is in the shade Mesmerize. This is just another one that just by fluke, you know, just comes with the Sephora order. I chose it. And Mesmerize, I was just thinking this is going to be terrible on me, you know, but it's got the pink tone to it. And sure enough, my skin just gobbled it up. This is a formula, again, that isn't no chunks of glitter, no chunks of shimmer. I am very picky because I look in the mirror, the magnifying mirror. If I see some spaciness, if I don't see them behaving, I am not dealing with it. And I do the magnifying friend, you know, I gotta see that close up. You never know when someone will be all close up in your face, right? You may look that look from afar, but no, I don't do, like I said, I don't do that Mona Lisa. You're gonna be right up in front of me. It's gotta look the best. Stick, cream stick. Best of goes to Merit, what I couldn't put down. So this is something that they sent to me, the highlighting balm in the shade Bounce. I was thinking about grabbing the other shade and I said no. Of course, it's got a pink tone to it. So incredibly flattering on the skin. But again, it is the formula that makes this #1. Here, repeat, no chunks glitter, no shimmer. Another one where, how did they do this formula? Okay, very rare when you come across those products. How did they do this where it looks like it is just gleaming from afar, but it is just such a smooth, creamy texture, just melts into the skin, becomes one with the skin. That is my highlighter right there, regardless if it's liquid, cream, or powder. The last highlighter that has stolen my heart is from Saie Beauty. This is the, it says Bronze Nectar on the front because that's the shade. Dew Balm. It says it on the back. This is a product that I feel is grossly misunderstood because of the way it comes out. It comes out with almost like this, like mushy whip type of a texture. So I thought the same thing when I did it. Like, what the heck is this? It's not something I would just say, squeeze it out on your face. I do it again, back in my hand. I kind of just warm it up with my finger, and I feel that it works the best. Like, you can see the sheen on the skin when you use your fingers. I think it's the heat. I don't know what. It just gets rid of that whole mushy baby food mush whip mess going on. And the tone is perfection on me. Okay, so it's like this in this type of a packaging and a different type of a texture. It's so hard to describe it, but another one. Can we repeat it? No glitter, no chunks of shimmer. but again, it's giving off this realistic glow. Moving on to eyes and lips, and we are done. Hang in there. We're like in the halfway point. I do have an eye primer. I was surprised. I do, because I kept reaching for it all the time, and I really do enjoy it. Milk Makeup's Hydro Grip Eye Primer. Another product I feel that is misunderstood. Okay, because it's like, oh, it's not really working. Is it really kind of, oh, I'm sorry, the camera may shake. It's kind of messing up my eyeshadow. Those are kind of the feedback that I hear back. You know, first of all, I'm like halfway done with this. I don't know if it's going to show it, but the way that I use this is it works really well because I have oily eyelids and, you know, the stuff that gets into my brows. So before I do my brows, I put on the milk, and then I push it into my brows too. And then I just put a light dusting of my Kosas air spun powder just all over the lid, and then all over in my eyebrows to kind of soak all that up. And it works good. I can then go into my brow products. It mixes in fine with it, doesn't do anything extra. If I'm not wearing eyeshadow, I'm done with it. Once it's set, it's fine. It really works well, I feel, with oily eyelids. Now, I tend to always put on a paint pot, my M.A.C. If I'm going to wear eyeshadow that day, I put something else on top. That's just me. Okay, again, because I'm trying to stop all that oily breakthrough. So I can put a paint pot or another like Urban Decay's primer potion on, and it mixes well with it. I just kind of opened up a little bit more of, I think it's called the aperture because it's very overcast, but I sit in front of a big window with the, you know, it's cloudy. So I just wanted a little bit more light coming in. So if you notice a difference. But for eyebrows is next. I chose Kosas. Again, it's another one with the texture, okay? When I was in a hurry and I just needed to get on out the door, I would wear the air brow in the actual, you know, the tint tone. I think this is black. Yeah, black. And it's not a stark contrast of a black on my skin. So it works well. What I notice is it holds my, you know, curly, they'll start to curl up too, and it lays them flat, and all day. I don't have to worry about my brows moving. And then the pencil itself, the air brow, it's the way, you know, the slant of this pencil is just, it's just perfect. Okay, you can twist up just the right amount. It is a formula that is, like I said, a happy medium where it's not hard, but it's not too creamy. You can fill in, and it's not this stark look on the brows. It's very realistic. I really do like this. For brow gel too, I have to mention this one. So we have some more twins here. And it's the Patrick Ta brow gel. This is the full size. I want to say this was $15. It wasn't. I would have thought it would have been a lot more. It's the Major Brow Lamination Gel. So even though it says lamination, I feel that this holds like glue. Okay, but no flakes, no crunchiness. However, you can have a laminated like plaster to your face, but I don't even use it like that. I feel it really does hold my brows. We're talking strong, and it fluffs it up. So on me, it does, to be honest, the exact opposite of what it's marketed to be. That's what the brush looks like. So you've got the bristles, but then that side's flat. Maybe that's the part where you can laminate it. But the fact that it is affordable and is a super strong hold, I had to include that for best of. So good. All right, mascara. I only have one mascara, and you probably know which one it is. It's the Gucci mascara, lash by lash buildable volume. Okay, so I now that I'm talking about it, I can finally open it up, use a full size, justify the price. And the other ones that I have in there, which I've been using, you know, by now it's time to get rid of them and focus on the Gucci. Especially if I'm going to buy a luxury mascara, it better check everything off. And for me, it's the volume, the thickness, the lengthening, and as I build up, because my own lashes I feel are very puny, you know, can't really see them. If it's doing all that, and as I build up, there is no clumpiness, and it's separated, like looks like I'm wearing a false lash, you got me. I don't have an eyeliner pick. at all, because I've been trying, you know, regular gel pencils for the waterline, liquid eyeliners I was using, and nothing I was using was topping my #1 picks that have carried over, I think, 1 or 2 years. Probably only 1 year, and that's the Mario pencil. So this is going to be a rare category where Makeup by Mario's eyeliners and my eyes are still #1. For the major staying power, they stay in my waterline. You know, I wear contacts, they don't transfer. They don't go anywhere. Once it sets, it's budge proof. Right here. So I have the black and then I have the deep brown. Still my #1 pick. And then the Huda Beauty. Again, liquid liner, not anything new, carrying over from, you know, best of from the prior year. And every time I was using, I know I have like a L'Oreal liquid eyeliner, the Infallible one. Nope. I used the CoverGirl Exhibitionist one, which is terrible. Nope. I even got the Valentino one. That was so hyped, and my friend even recommended it. You know, I was going to take this back. You got the liquid on one side, you got the pencil on the other. I decided to go ahead and keep it because of that reason. I have the 2-in-1, and I did pack it in my overnight bag that I had when we were gone for a week, and it was nice to have 2 on each side. But the fact that Huda liquid liners beat out Valentino, yeah, it's still #1. Eyeshadow palettes are next. This is a category high-end dominated, okay? Because on one hand, I can list the drugstore ones with the level of pigment and performance I need, you know, what I'm looking for. One, though, in particular, only because people were saying, look, I know, I recommend Makeup by Mario's Master Palette. Master Matte Palette is the best. You know, that works really well for me. Grab it all the time. The feedback is, I'm tired of it. Or, you know, it's not in your budget. Okay, what is like that? What is like the Mario one? And ColourPop's Gone Matte Palette, I feel, if you don't want the Makeup by Mario for whatever reason, this is where you need to go. Is this the way that this is set up? The color story is very easy. You can apply them straight down, and the level of intensity from the top, and then it goes down to the very dark. I have been so drawn to this gray row right here. I am so into these cool tones. I just, you know, this is a phase. And you're going to get the same from here. So that's what I recommend. If you don't want the Makeup by Mario, just get this one. And sometimes you can go tic-tac-toe or check, what is it? What's the one where you put the thing down, a little disc? You know, you're trying to, whatever that game is, you can go like that. Diagonal, I just mix and blend. It's just so easy the way it's laid out. The rest in front of me, again, Patrick Ta. I'm not picking on him in this video like I did in the last one. His eyeshadow is great. It's fast and easy to blend. So the new one that he released, I like to say like the raspberry, you know, berry tones, perfection, just fast and quick. Then I have the original one too. I got this in 2022. I was just noticing how Ta was just blending out fast like Natasha palettes too. I will look for that. I'll look at when Natasha drops a palette too. I'll look. She had some other like, I love greens, but it's that, I don't even remember the name of it. To me, it looked ugly. The color story is ugly. I can't think of it, but it's, all I could see was straight ash, but it was weird because I don't know if the tones were kind of like this whole fairy tale. This one is my fairy tale one, I call it, like, you know, an enchanted forest. This is so good. This is one, it's a Christmas gift. The gunmetal, this cool tone loveliness, this grungy, it's what I actually have on today, but I put on a ColourPop Super Shock on top of it. Just see, I haven't been looking at ABH, actually Anastasia Beverly Hills in a while, and these two stood out the most to me. Again, when Huda dropped something, I'm like, what is it? What is it? You know, this is what I tend to get, especially around the Black Friday. I look at Huda's, I look at ABH's sales, I look at Pat McGrath. Okay, who would have thought? But I look at her holiday. So the holiday 2021, I kept reaching for this, or was it 2020? I can't remember. I kept reaching for this all the time. So then I said, okay, let's see what holiday is going to be now. And so I got the second one. I don't know. Is the holiday ones just like the way they perform just are beautiful. I hope it's not going to be a habit with me that every year I got to get a Pat McGrath holiday, because then it's going to start to get out of control. Because the sales were so steep, and Cyber Monday, then I got these two. I cannot believe it. But I get when Pat McGrath drops a color story that I can be with, right? This one, the color story, that's the only time she's caught my eye. Funny thing is I will wait. I will wait because I know Black Friday and Cyber, those deals are going to be 50% off and everything. So that's also the bad thing is like you're dropping this stuff throughout the year, but I'm only waiting for one time to pick it up. So that is what I have been looking at. The Natashas, the Patrick Ta's, the Pat McGrath, the Huda. See, I'm drawn to those. But oh, Norvina too. I got 2 Norvina palettes too for Black Friday because that formula is incredible too. So that is where my focus was, and I'm enjoying that. And so I couldn't really pick out a favorite. It was really difficult. But like I said, got ColourPop. So that's what I'm enjoying. Let's leave lips for last because I just have one for setting spray. You may know what it is. I talk about it all the time. I use it every time I do my makeup. Milk's Hydro Grip Refresh. This is another one where you get some good discounts during Black Friday. So I've talked so much about the benefits of this. It is just like the regular primer, but in the spray version. Yeah, I talk about it enough as this. So during Black Friday, this is a full size one because I knew that I'll be done with this soon. And as long as they make it, I'm going to use it. It really does increase the level of longevity of your makeup. Lips is last. And the first year that I'm adding lip oil to the roundup because I am a lip oil lover. My top lip oil pick had me since day one, and it's the Fenty Cherry Lip, what's the actual? Cherry Treat Conditioning Lip Oil. So as its name, conditioning is exactly how it feels on the lips. Major hydration, slight cherry scent, and feels great on the lips. So again, if it feels very hydrating, I'm not having to like it's wearing off a lot throughout the day, so I'm having to constantly put it on. Those are factors that I just noticed I'm drawn to those lip oils. So during Black Friday, I did grab another one because I knew that I was going to be done with this one, you know, pretty soon. And it's one I'm just going to keep repurchasing all the time. And same thing with the one from the drugstore. The only lip oil I feel is worth it, and it's from LA Girl. So I did talk about this one, the LA Girl lip oil. It comes in sheer, and then it has I think a couple shades that have shimmer. I don't have this. I have the vanilla, the strawberry, and the watermelon one. And this, I've already gone through one. I'm almost done with this one. I have other flavors too. I have one in like the bags. I have one left in the car. It's just, it will rival a high-end lip oil. It will give a Dior lip oil a run for its money. Very hydrating, long-lasting, and it's just so, the way it feels on the lips is just perfection. Absolutely love this one. Lip gloss, I just have one, even though it's marketed more so as like, I think it even has Balm in the title, I don't remember, but it's from Rare Beauty. I knew the minute that I tried this, okay, more lights coming in, so I'm just letting you know, more lights kind of coming in, so I may look a little bit washed out right now. I'm not going to change the setting, I'm just letting you know. This is nearly new. Glossy Lip Balm is what it's called. Nearly Nude. This is a perfect shade. It's what I have on now with the lip liner. I can wear it on its own. I can wear it, like I said, with a lip liner. And again, it's the texture. It's the feeling on the lips. It's hydrating. When I put that on, it just feels so good on my lips. I mean, you've got me. You've got me. Again, not feeling like I have to constantly reapply it. I'm going to put some down because I was drinking some water earlier. Had a little snack. Nearly Nude is so flattering on my skin tone, and actually I don't like how washed out I look right now, so let me change. I'm going to close up some of this light. Okay, and we're going to leave it alone. We're going to leave it alone like that. Sorry, I know I keep messing with the settings, but I don't like it when I look that bright. I don't like it. Okay, lip liner. Lip liner. The one I cannot put down. I use, if all the lip liners went away, don't joke, I probably would be like, well, I have this one. So I'm happy, but the other ones are not going to go away. Buxom. I'm really surprised because it's another brand I was not checking for. I'm not checking for nothing at Buxom, just nothing. And 21 Days of Beauty came. And I said, let's go ahead and try one because I do like their lip liners. That was the pencil one that had the little brush on the end. Now, I think those are discontinued. So that's the only reason why I wanted to try one lip liner. So I grabbed the shade Power, it's Powerline Plumping Lip Liner. I don't notice any type of plumping. You know, if it does, it does, but I don't notice anything in it. High Def Honey. This is the shade, it goes with everything. Everything but red, of course. This is that golden nude, like a bronze tone. Doesn't have any shimmer or anything in it, but it is so flattering on deeper skin. So this is how I know what shade to get if it's not something that I'm familiar with. I go to Sephora's website, filter by the skin tone. So I filter by dark, deep, and ebony. And whatever color is listed that I notice, you know, they're buying, women are buying, that's the shade I go with. So this was the most, and they're right. The texture is good. It's very long lasting. It matches with a lot of other lip oils and glosses and lipsticks, and it's just, it doesn't seep out, you know, it doesn't start, it's perfect. So I'm just gonna stay with one because I'm trying to be good. I can't recommend this enough. Wait to see if it goes on sale again at Ulta. Right from the drugstore, my favorite lip liners is Milani. Yes, Milani 1. This color specifically is what started it, the one that's called Spice. Okay, so this is just like the traditional, you know, use the pencil sharpener. But I just noticed how Spice, this tone, goes with another thing that goes with everything. And it's just, it's very flattering on my skin tone. And it's the texture again. Here we go. Lots of pigment. It's like, it's not dry. It's not so creamy either. It's just perfect texture. Very easy to blend out too, and then apply whatever I want on top. It's so affordable. I'm gonna say this is like $4. $4, $5, which goes into the bullet lipstick. My favorite top pick just happened to be Milani again. Now, when it comes to lipsticks and lip gloss, I feel Milani, that's their strongest products to me, I feel, is the lip products. So this was the new stuff that came out, I almost said fetish. I don't think it has fetish in the title like Pat McGrath, but it's the matte one that is supposed to be really comforting, like comfortable in the skin. I have the shade Pleasure. It's the only one I chose because when because lips is just out of control. If I say I'm going to try out a lipstick, it's got to either have like a peach tone to it, something I know I'm going to reach for all the time if I'm going like in the nude family. So I chose Pleasure for that reason, and it works really well on my skin tone matched with the Spice liner. But this is that comfortable matte lipstick where it's not dry. Okay, I don't want, if it's going to have matte in the title, you better not be dry. Cracking and all that other mess. And I just noticed every time I put it on, even when I would reapply it, that's another thing too with the matte lipsticks, it looks fresh in me. So this is my top pick for that. But I also have to give it to Pat McGrath, only because the staying power for her little lipsticks, I just have, you know, these, oops, I was dropping something. The little small ones that she has where you get the little lip liner and the little package set. But I'm trying to find my Holy Grail lipstick one. I had to write 2020 on it because it's old and I'm wearing them. Yeah, it has a smell to it. So this was, which when I was trying to dupe it, Lavish is the color name, Luxe Trance lipstick. Perfect. Texture, everything, lasts a long time. So I bought, during Black Friday, the one that I felt would match it up the best. So I just got, well, it's, I think, wait a minute. Is it Matte Trance? Yeah, it's Matte Trance. Oh no, the other one is Luxe Trance. So I got Matte Trance, which I noticed is the small ones. And these, you know, even though they're matte, they're still comfortable on the lips. So I got Venus in Furs, which it looks like it wouldn't even remotely be close in tone, but it's flattering. When I saw on my water bottle here, even having it inside the dishwasher, that the lipstick was still on the spout. Okay. Even before that, I just, you know, eating and drinking water, all that, it's fine. And then you apply like the matching lip liner, I mean, it is not going anywhere. So for the fact that the longevity alone for the Pat McGrath lipsticks, that's really what really sold me. So I said, I'm only going to buy one bullet lipstick. So that's why I grabbed the Venus and Furs, again on sale. And then I just got the little ones, because you get the lip liner, you can try it. That's, you know, I wanted to try out her lip liner. So I have one red, and then I have the nude tone. I am done. Done. If you lasted this long, thank you, thank you, thank you. Those are my top picks. I'm so happy. Again, this 2022, they were just, this stuff is good, good. And yeah, 2023 is gonna be tough. I am, we're gonna see. We're gonna start off with this little basket here. And of course, month after month, we'll see. I'm only pick out what I truly want to test or get a sample of, because I ain't out there buying everything, okay? No hamster wheel here, okay? So let me know if you tried anything. Leave your experiences, your comments down below. And thank you again for watching and spending some time with me. As always, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. Everyone have a good day or good night, and I'll see you later in the next video. Take care. Bye.